Hi, this is Jake with Cabinet Solutions Design Software, and on today's video, we're going to be going over mullions, mullion styles, and center styles, and some of the various uses that you can use with them. On my screen, I have two cabinets. Both of them are in face frame, a base cabinet and an upper cabinet. In the next part of this video, we're going to be doing some of the same things with Euro, although we can't do all of the exact same items because you're not able to split parts behind partitions or vertical partitions in Euro style cabinets. So first, let's go to our elevation screen. And as you can see, I have a 48-inch base cabinet and a 72-inch upper cabinet. What we're going to do first is in the base cabinet, we're going to split this cabinet up so that way it's a base cabinet on the left and a drawer bank on the right. And this can be done with any type of cabinets. This is just something that's going to show you how to split up the interior parts to make it easier. Now over here on the left hand side of the screen, we have various different options for adding boards. We have a mullion style, and a center style. Now the difference between them is a mullion goes in between your rails, such as a top rail to a center rail to center rail, or a center rail to bottom rail. A mullion style will keep the same top rail going all the way across your cabinet, but it'll break your center rails and your bottom rails, and a center style will break all of your rails. Before you continue, you have to determine what type of styles that you're going to be using. In this case, I want to use a center style. I want to break up all of my face frame parts. So let's click on center style. It's going to bring up an option screen. It's going to ask me if I want to place a partition behind my center style, what my center style width is, the location of my partitions behind the center style, meaning either flush it to the left side, center it behind the style, or flush it to the right, or if I want a double flush, which means that it's going to put in two partitions and flush them out on either side of that style. In this case, I want one partition and it's going to be centered. Now, if I go to my property screen, I can see that I have different options of what I can do with this. First, I can change the material type for my partition. I could either dado my partition into the front or face frame, or dado the partition to any fixed shelves. I can split my bottoms, my tops, stretchers, nailers, back, etc. For this first cabinet, I'm just going to not split anything. I don't even need to dado the partition into the bottom. I can just leave everything unchecked. Go ahead and click on OK and continue. And now I'm going to see a little window that comes up, and on here I can just click once on either one of these items and it'll split all of the openings. Now that it's split, I can go ahead and click on OK to get out of that screen. Now, as you can see, I have two base cabinets out of the same box. What I need to do now is turn this right side here into a drawer and a drawer bank. So let's go to openings and rollouts. Click on that opening. Change the opening type to drawer, and from here I could either place multiple different drawers in that opening, or if I want, I could add a center rail to split them up individually. Let's go ahead and click on OK because I only want one drawer per opening, but I'm going to be adding multiple center rails to break this up into a 4-drawer bank. So after I'm done changing the opening type, I go to OK, click back on center rail. Make sure my center rail size is the width that I want it to be. Go ahead and click on continue. And now on opening number 4, I'm going to click twice and break it up into 2 more openings. So now I have a 4-drawer bank on the right hand side, and on the left hand side, I have a base cabinet. So let's go ahead and click on OK and done. Now let's go ahead and do something similar with this upper cabinet. We're going to click on it. And let's go ahead, and I just want to split my bottom rail. So let's use a mullion style so I keep the same top rail going all the way across. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one side of this cabinet higher than the other side, or a smaller cabinet on the right hand side and a larger cabinet on the left hand side. So to do this, we need to split that information. So let's go to properties, and since we're going to be moving the bottom side of one cabinet, we need to split everything that would work with that. So we're going to split our back, split our nailers, and split the bottom. Once we have that information split, I can click on continue or OK, and then continue, and then click once on this opening to divide it in half. What I can do at this point is go to my openings and rollouts, and then I could adjust the height of one of these openings. I said I was going to do opening number 2, so let's click on that. And now I don't have the option screen that you're used to seeing, which is Edit Selected Opening. I now have the option to move the top or bottom rail of the selected opening and the Edit Selected Opening. So let's go to move the top or bottom rail of the opening and make that bottom rail be, let's say, 14 inches less than the other side. And there you go. If I wanted to, I can tell the program to split the top, the nailers, and the back, and I could actually adjust this top rail distance down as well. But for this is just a demonstration of what it can do, and this is also in face frame only. So let's go ahead and click on Done. And that's how you'd modify those cabinets in face frame. Now, like I said, in Euro, we can do something similar, but not exactly, because we cannot split your bottom, your back, nailers, top, etc. You can only just split the opening itself. Let's go ahead and create a new job. It's going to ask if we want to keep the standards. Let's tell it no. It's going to ask if we want to edit the new standards. Tell it yes. Once the standard screen comes up, we change it to Euro and click on Apply to Job Standards and go ahead and draw out our wall. And let's go ahead and place in a base cabinet, make it 48 inches, and our upper cabinet, and again, make it 48 inches. Go to my elevation screen. And now before we do anything more, we want to make sure that our overlays are correct for this, because we're going to be splitting it up. We need to make sure that our doors and drawer fronts are going to be able to open. So let's go ahead and take this base cabinet and do the same thing that we did for your base cabinet and face frame. We're going to add in a vertical partition. And our only option is to split it by clicking on each individual opening. So let's click once here and once here. Now let's go to my openings and rollouts. Click on this opening, change my opening type to drawer. And now I could go through and add in either horizontal partitions, or the correct way is to add spreaders in between them. If I wanted to put multiple drawers in there without adding spreaders, you absolutely can. Openings and rollouts, click on that opening, change the number of drawers in that opening to, let's say, 3, and I can adjust the individual drawer front sizing and drawer box sizing. Same thing you can do with face frame, but in this case, I'm doing it in Euro. I'm just going to leave it as 1 and go back to placing my spreaders. And again, let's go ahead and put in 2 spreaders here. 1, 2. And now I have my base cabinet on the left and my drawer bank on the right. For my upper cabinet, again, the options there are to add in vertical or horizontal partitions. Let's go ahead and add in a vertical partition. And let's go ahead and spice it up a bit and throw in a horizontal partition. And now I have a single upper cabinet over here, and then 2 upper cabinets stacked on top of each other. The reason why I say it like that is because in traditional Euro style cabinets, there are no partitions. This is more of an Americanized style. So once we go there, I could even go to openings and rollouts. Let's say click on opening number 3, put in an appliance opening, and let's put in a microwave. And that's how you do it. Those are how to use mullions, mullion stiles, center stiles, and for the case of European style cabinets, vertical and horizontal partitions. Now again, these are just demonstrations or ideas of what you can do with it. You're more than welcome to do more items with it, such as building an entertainment center, building garage cabinets, putting in an extremely large run of cabinets or one single giant box as big as you can carry it, and then dividing it up internally for multiple different cabinet types out of the same opening. But so much more you can do. And again, this is Jake with Cabinet Solutions, and if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, 209-836-4077. We're more than happy to help out any way we can, or you can shoot us an email to support@cabinetsolutions.net. Thank you and have a great day. This is Jake with Cabinet Solutions, and we hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on that notification bell for future videos of tips and tricks or previews of upcoming features. Do you have an idea for future videos? Comment below with different ideas or send us an email to support@cabinetsolutions.net and let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll be happy to create a video for it. Thank you again for watching.